Alright then, Seraphim 17 once again, bringing you the next section of Chapter 6 for my Dead Space 2 Zealot difficulty video walkthrough. And as you can see, we're now entering into the creepy fucking nursery. And some of the stuff in this nursery is just plain wrong. So there is a baby, but it ain't a normal baby. One, its head is on the wrong way, the other one, it's like a bag of pus, which turns out to be explosive in Dead Space 2. So that silly bitch, for whatever reason, is so fucking tapped and just gone in the face that she decides to pick it up, when really it's like picking up a piece of white dog shit. You just wouldn't. So yeah, she dies unfortunately. But this next section, it isn't difficult, but if these babies get close to you, they'll one-hit kill you because they're fucking cheesy. There's also an achievement for knocking heads off, I think 30 of them, and that's when you shoot the face and you don't blow them up. One of the advantages of shooting the face is you can then use your kinesis and pick them up and fire them at the mates and use them as like an explosive device, which is kind of cool. But in the heat of battle they can come kind of quick, and they are sneaky because they spawn from that hole there, and they sometimes spawn just through that room. Oh, there's a couple more coming now. Always be careful of that right corner because there is a hole in the wall and it makes me think it's a spawn point, but I don't know if it is. And what happens here is, when you walk into this next room, you will trigger another batch of them, but they're all on the wall to your right, and they kind of, oh god, ah! And you just have to kind of run away, because that motherfucker could have killed me. But luckily enough, if you can back up, sit here, and just let them come to you. And I would actually advise maybe throwing the scenery at them. It's just right now, I'm using my plasma cutter, and it actually fucks me, because I run out of plasma cutter ammo, and there's a moment in the gym where you've got to take on a ton of the pack, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it because at first my javelin were proper failing me because I had tons of ammo with it. But then the time I do it, which is the one I recorded, I'm like fucking 4 or something. I'm just raining down lightning and everything's dying. So just be aware, you've got a pretty hectic fight coming up, so try and have as much ammo for it as you can. But a lot of this place is literally just walking through, listening to the creepy music and being shit up by the game's ability to scare you. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Fear 2, because in Fear 2 you go to the school and it does the whole locker thing to try and shit you up and all that good stuff, and Dead Space does it too. But right here there's some more audio logs, there's some ammo and things in the cases depending on what you need. It gives me a bit of life there because I'm a little low. That gives me life as well. Oh, who knew? And there's a save point, make sure you use them, they're everywhere. And just keep walking through this pretty goddamn spooky room. So I'm picking bodies up, oh here we go. It looks like I tripped on the skateboard or something there, because if you watch that, I just kinesised him, and as I step forward I kinda like slip. It looks pretty funny. That happens every time, there's nothing you can do to interrupt it, it's just a preset moment. Line racks again. I don't have a line gun. That was an infector, one of the gay bats, but he doesn't show up until a bit later. And in this gym here, you're going to see me do my usual thing of moving all the bodies and dismembering them, because I thought that bat was going to turn up again, but I don't think it does. So I don't think you have to do this. Oh, watch this for shooting. Jesus Christ, I don't know what woke me here. Like, I shot the second that bastard jumped. There's like half a millimeter of a gap and I managed to hit it. Jesus Christ, that is terrible shooting from me. And once again, my inventory's screwing me, because that is the worst part about this difficulty. Having this crappy suit for such a long period of time, unless you buy the security suit, and I don't. I'm trying to pick more bodies up. But in this room, when we get to the other side of this stage, we're going to trigger a fight. And basically, that vent there, and a couple of vents above me right now, above where these steps are, these benches, there's going to be the pack that come from there. There's also going to be, oh be careful of him, that's a black puker. And all the black means is he does a little bit more damage, I think, and he takes a lot more damage. He can be a bit of a bastard. And it's just the game's way of telling you that the enemies have upgraded. So every so often now you're going to take on the tougher ones. But as I was saying, you're going to take on a ton of the pack, the little kiddies with the bladed fingers, and those little fucking fetus slug things. So those little babies full of pus that explode. And you can't let the babies get close to you, because if they get close to you, they'll instantly kill you. And you can't let the goddamn pack get close to you, because they're a pain in the ass. So it's a bit of management. But if you notice, behind the giant sun is one of those stasis modules that freezes a massive area for a pretty long period of time, so feel free to use that if you're in trouble. But what I basically do is, because I think I've got like 60 javelin rounds right now, but no plasma cutter, so I'm literally just going to be firing my javelins into the ground, and because I've upgraded the secondary function, I'm just going to try and electrocute as many dudes as I can. So I'll move that over there, so I'm ready for the fight, and as soon as you hack this wall, it's going to trigger it. So keep hacking. Once it's done, you'll hear the screams, and the pattern here is the right vent goes through first, and then I think it's the left vent, and then it's the middle vent. And then obviously they come from behind the steps and shit. So I'm holding this body now because I'm thinking maybe I can throw it at one of the slug babies and blow them up, but as you can tell, it's not working. But this is beast. That electricity when you upgrade it is deadly. The only problem is I can't interrupt the reload, and sometimes when you're electrocuting stuff you can't move. Oh, there's a bat. So the infected does come, but if you've moved his bodies like I did, he's got fuck all to do. And luckily enough, that stasis has froze everybody, so I can just keep electrocuting dudes. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And that is 2 upgrades on the alternate fire for this gun. That electricity, it just basically, it takes out God's penis and just dunks it in the chin. It's great. And look at that. That was 1 bullet. And I know they only take 1 hit, so it's not that impressive, but it saves a ton of ammo. And here's a little factoid for you. Right now, on my first playthrough of Zealot, a vent popped up near that door and a ton of pukers came. But this run, they don't. So be very careful at this moment. If you get a few more necromorphs than I do, that's this game. It just seems to play different every time you play it. And don't get me wrong, that's a pretty cool thing, but at the same time it's a motherfucker. Because when you're expecting something to happen and it doesn't, and then you get shit up by something that's never happened, it's kind of awesome and kind of terrifying at the same time. But clean out the lockers, go stamp the bodies, do your thing, manage your inventory, and then proceed through this school, the gym. And chapter 6 is a pretty long one. This is actually 4 parts of this chapter, which is much longer than some of the previous ones. Because we've got a little bit longer in this school, and then we've got a brute fight, which is always fun. The first brute of the game. Kind of late as well, considering you fought him quite frequently on Dead Space 1. But yeah, there's lighting, there's all sorts of crazy atmospherics going on here. If you go in here, I think you get a schematics for the flamethrower. But it's a weapon that I thought was dog shit on Dead Space 1. And I haven't used it yet on Dead Space 2, and when I do, who knows, it might have improved, fingers crossed, because it was so bad on Dead Space 1. Every weapon on Dead Space 1 was fantastic, but the flamethrower, it fucking sucked. You're like running around with your lighter out, trying to burn like a crack addict to someone who's got 2 knives. It was just stupid. And in here, there's a node on the little rocket there, and you're going to have Nicole speak to you in a lovely scrambled voice. But there's nothing in here, there's no more enemies, you just have to proceed into that elevator. Nice and simple, but you can't skip it. So just do what you want to do. I generally run around punching things. And I tried throwing the teddy bear at her. But as you can hear there, when I press the trigger it's making a click noise telling me I can't do it. Else I would have totally owned her face with a teddy bear. So you're cruising here. Ride the elevator. Like I say, elevators are prevalent. Oh, and a bit more exposition here from Ellie.
I said stand still.
Ellie, take it easy. His name is Strauss. I know.
And he's a psycho.
His
His name is Strauss, and he'll probably use your hair to handlebar fuck your face.
Don't move.
Ellie, I need him to be not dead. I need him.
Shit.
Makes me wonder, yeah, if Isaac's been in this drug-induced coma, or this crazy trance where they've been using memory suppressants and everything, when was the last time he got laid? Because I don't know if you guys can see, but she's wearing kind of like a low-cropped top. There's a little hint of cleavage there, and I think I'd be busting out the armor with an erection if I'd not got laid in that long. My god. The dude's a priest. And maybe he masturbates with his tools, I don't know. Check him out. Oh, I'm so impatient. I do stupid stuff like that. But smash the box, get the ammo, because there is a fight with a brute coming, and the easiest way to tell you're going to be doing a fight is look at all the ammo. This game gives you ammo for a reason, and it means there's a fight. But we're coming to the end of this video, guys, so thanks for watching, stay tuned, and you take care now.